When it comes to filmmaking and making videos in general, mistakes are a given. You're going to make mistakes. It's part of the learning process. And in fact, the more mistakes you learn, the more you can learn from those mistakes and improve yourself as a filmmaker. But there are some mistakes that you do not want to make because they're really going to bite you in the butt. And these are those mistakes. Mistake number 1. Clients are not guinea pigs. Let me explain. Let's say you've just got this brand new piece of filming equipment. It could be a brand new camera, it could be a stabilizer, a new lens. If you don't know how to use it, leave it at home. You should not be experimenting with new equipment on set when somebody is paying for your services, because you know if you get stuck, you're going to get caught out. It's always really important to go to shoot with the equipment that you know how to use. There's no point renting a £50,000 Red camera if you don't know how to use it, because you're not going to be able to capture what that camera can shoot. You're going to be fiddling around with the menus. You're going to be potentially burning through batteries and not realizing, and potentially run out of power. You could fill a memory card. It doesn't matter, because you haven't used it before. You don't know how to use it. And this could be fatal when it comes to working with a client. If something goes wrong on the day of filming because you didn't know how to use the equipment, then that's not only going to damage your reputation, but you're also probably going to have to end up paying for that video shoot or redoing the video shoot at a later date. So before you take any equipment onto set, make sure you know how to operate the equipment. It doesn't matter if it's the best camera in the world. If you don't know how to use it, then you may as well just be shooting with your iPhone. Mistake number 2, forgetting about contracts. Now, contracts are really important when it comes to working with other creatives because it gets everything on paper. They guarantee you that you're going to get paid. If it's in black and white, this is how much you're going to earn for this shoot, then the client can't come back at a later date and say, oh, I thought this video shoot was free, or I only thought we were paying XYZ for this. If you've got it in writing and the client has signed the contract agreeing to your terms and conditions, then they have to pay you what you've asked for. Of course, though, don't go and change that yourself. You can't break it. You have to stick to what is in the contract, because otherwise you'll be breaching your own contract. Contracts can be also really useful when it comes to editing and revisions. Revisions are the process when you send a video to a client and they come back with a list of changes. So maybe they want this shot moved, or they want something brighter or darker. And when a client sends this list of changes for the video back to you, this is a group of revisions. This is one set of revisions. And if you put in your contract that the client is only allowed 3 or maybe 5 revisions, then it means they're going to get all of the changes done right. This means that you're not going to have video projects that are going to be lasting you months and months. You're going to be constantly editing, sending the video back and forth with your 60th set of revisions. If you've got it in writing that they're only allowed 3, then they can't do anything about that. Of course, you can offer to pay for extra revisions, but that is of course up to your own discretion. Mistake number 3 is neglecting safety. Now, we're all creative people. We want to take our work to the next level, but if something is going to put someone at risk, then it is not worth the shot. Now, of course, safety can be anything. It can be taping down a loose wire from a video light, or it could be not filming in a particularly dangerous area. It's important to make sure that everybody, your cast, your crew, it's important that everybody is safe, because when everybody is safe, you can safely create an amazing project and no one is going to go home hurt. And mistake number 4 is not watermarking your videos. A watermark is basically your logo or some edit notes or a cross or something along the video to prevent the client stealing the footage. Now, when you send the client your first edit, it's very tempting to send them the cleanest, most HD export of the video possible because you want to impress the client. But if you do this and you don't add any sort of watermark or safety for yourself, then there's a risk of them stealing the video, not paying you, and therefore you're going to be losing the work. As well as the risk of somebody potentially stealing your work, you've also got the risk of somebody sharing or screenshotting your video and sharing incomplete work. And if this is only a draft edit, then some of the effects or some of the color grading or something might not look right, and this can be a bad reflection on yourself as a filmmaker. A draft edit is not a final edit, and there's a major difference. And if your draft edits are being shared to the world and you're being promoted in this draft work, then that's a bad reflection on yourself. So putting a simple watermark on your video, just putting a logo or a text or a cross or something on the video to stop people sharing it, is really going to help you out. And those are the top 4 mistakes that I would recommend you avoiding as a filmmaker. Of course, we're all going to make loads and loads of mistakes because that is how we learn. Yes, something might be out of focus one day, something might not look right, we might not operate the camera correctly, but by making those mistakes, we can learn from those mistakes and become better filmmakers and freelancers. It is important, of course, though, that these mistakes are not risking our safety, risking our financial situation, or potentially damaging our reputation. So avoiding these 4 mistakes can really help you go a long way in this industry. And there you go. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate your support, and I will see you in the next video. See you there.